How y'all doing and welcome on in. I am the Gingerbeerdman here with your Dead by the Daylight update. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff, so we're going to get right into it. Strap in. You're going to be here a little bit. We're going to go over the stream that happened last week. We're going to go over the new stuff that's here today. We're going to go over a lot. So, the new tome is out. If you'd like to check that out, you can read that, autoplay it. I'm not going to do it here, but you can do it if you'd like to do it, because that takes up a lot of time, and yeah, I don't got a lot of time. Store, get your free gift, and sooner or later, I believe they're supposed to have the Maggie cosmetic in the store. Right now, it is not coming up. It's probably bugged, but it is coming. It is coming. So we're just going to keep trucking on. We're literally just going to keep trucking on. I'm going to go in here in Survivor. It's 1.50 times bonus right now for a Survivor. It's like this all the time right now. Literally all the time. But normally, isn't it 1.5 24/7 if you're playing Survivor? 9 out of 10? Yeah, it probably is. So I don't really consider it a blood rush. But it is. It's supposedly a blood rush. So, yeah. And then you can put in the code 1,000,000 crows to get that charm as well. So if you're wanting to do that, copy it on down and get her done. And you can do that right now. Let's go over the Shrine of the Week. This is going to be as fast as I can do it. Like, I'm going to be honest. This is as fast as I can do it. Make sure you get your rift done here. They got new ones out. And then you got your milestones. And then the new stuff, or I should say the Haunted by Daylight. This is the rift right here. They got the new rift out for gold, evader, chase emblems, destroy 20 pallets, 5 dropped while in chase, and then chase for 800 seconds, and then be chased for 200 seconds. So there's them that you can get done as well. That is all up to you. Shrine of the Secrets, Hex of the Third Seal, and Hex Nothing But Misery. Both of them, they are hardly ever used, but, you know, hitting a survivor with a basic attack or a special attack with a hex totem is active, applies a blindness status effect. This effect applies, lasts for 4 survivors hit. And then Nothing But Misery, after you damage survivors 8 times with a basic attack, adult totem becomes a hex totem, causing all survivors, when you damage a survivor with a basic attack, they gain 5% hindered for 15 seconds. Until the totem is cleansed. I don't even know. When it comes to these two, I really don't know. I don't think anything is better than the other. Though I would more go Hex Third Seal than anything, than Nothing But Misery. But they're both bad to me. So, if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the Third Seal. Appraisal, and We're Gonna Live Forever. I remember back in the day, We're Gonna Live Forever when it was really good. Anyway, start the trial with 4 tokens. When a chest has already been opened, consume a token to rummage through it for an item. Rummaging can be performed twice per chest. You rummage through chests 80% faster. And then We're Gonna Live Forever. When healing another survivor in the dying state, your healing speed is increased 100%. Once healing is complete, the healed survivor gains the endurance status effect for 10 seconds. This effect has a 30-second cooldown. To me, this is better. You can use it throughout the whole match. This one's only 2. Twice per chest and 80% faster, though your chance of getting good items, you know, or is the behavior's way of saying, yeah, you can have a map, have fun. So I don't really know if this would be worth it. I think We're Gonna Live Forever is more the choice you would pick. So news. Let's talk news. The casting of Frank Stone's skin, we finally found out what happened to it. Yeah, you're not getting it. That's what happened to it. So that sucks. I was really looking forward to that skin. So yeah, I don't got words for that right now. I really don't. But we're gonna keep going through the different things that they did talk about during the live stream. These are the most enjoyed maps. Let's talk about this, people. Most enjoyed maps. Dead Dog Saloon. Mount Ormond Resort, RPD East Wing and West Wing, and Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. Who voted for these anyway? Like, most enjoyed. RPD is most enjoyed. Is that because, like, people just love, like, Resident Evil or something? Is that why? I don't know. I can't see how they're most... What I think is really funny about this whole situation, too, is the 5 most enjoyed. Let me know down below your top 5 most enjoyed places to go. I want to hear that. First out loud, I want to hear that. I want to see if it's the same ones that these 5 right here. I do. I want to hear about it. Or which, at least one of them in your top 5 is one of these, at least. So, there's that. But what we didn't hear about, and what we didn't get to see, is your top 5 crap maps. People don't want to play them or nothing, because I'd love to see where the swamp is. I'd love to see where your top 5 crap maps are. I want to see what number 1 is. And we didn't get to see that. They never even showed it, because they don't want to show that. But, yeah. That is your top 5 most enjoyed maps, according to them in their survey they did. Though I don't really know if it's enjoyable. But Mount Ormond's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I like Mount Ormond. Dead Dog Saloon, I can run it, you know, it's alright. RPD? No. Not an RPD. I don't want nothing of that. So I guess it's just on what maps you really like and which ones you don't like. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys like. That would be very interesting to see if it's even the same as close as what they put out. So perks, items, all that good jazz is changing. I've literally said it 1,000 times on my own stream. I knew it was coming. It always happens. It's gonna happen. Here we go. Round 800 of perk changes. Bing. So we got Fugitive Chase, the Babysitter, Borrowed Time. Borrowed Time has been changed more times than... yeah, skins put on certain characters on the game. Anyway. Breakdown Off the Record has been changed so many times that I can't count. What are we on now? The 4th time? 3rd time? I don't even know what we're on now. And Wicked. Original Pain and Soma's Family Photo, Anti-Hemorrhage, Syringe, and Septic Agent. I got a feeling those are being changed because of other reasons. Yeah. That's fast healing. I guarantee it. That's why them are being changed. But, yeah, all those perks are being changed here with the new PTB coming out. That it should be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the new PTB. That would be what, the 4th? The 4th of November is the new PTB. Then 2 days after starts the 2v8. 2v8. And I believe the Konami brothers are going in there. I believe that's old Dracula and Silent Hill, I believe. Dark Lord. Dracula, same damn thing. Anyway, I believe those ones will be going in, and the Legion is going out. The Legion will not be in there, which I don't understand that. If your whole purpose is to put all killers into a mode, why are you taking the killer out of the mode? He's just going to be put back in the mode, so why are you taking them out of the mode? The only thing I can guess, which I don't know for sure, but we can guess, because that's what we do here at Behavior, we guess, is that the Legion, there is something up with him and the new people that are coming in. They're saying it's because people think it's toxic and they won't play the mode because of it. That's their bread and butter. That's what they're saying. I don't think that's the case, because 2v8 has been here forever now, and people still play it even with the Legion in here the whole entire time. Literally, name a time that everybody wasn't playing the 2v8 because of Legion. Everybody plays every single time there's been a 2v8, people have played the game. One character don't stop you from doing that. I mean, never. So, I think that's dumb. I definitely don't think that's the case. I think you should just put them back in and let the ball roll, because at the end of the day, all killers will be in the mode, and you're all going to have to adapt to them. The end. Like, that's just dumb to me. Why pull them out? I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand why they did all that. I really don't. But, other changes that are coming in this, PTB is the scratch marks color changes. They'll be coming as well. The scratch marks, you'll be able to change them to different colors of what you want. They got like a color palette there that you can pick out the colors that you would like to see on the ground as you're chasing people. I see ups and downs with this. I don't really see too much positive, but I guess it's cool in a way. I guess it's how you look at it, kind of. But to me, I'm not going to keep changing my color palette every single match because it's light and day on the maps, different colors on the maps, so you're going to have to keep changing it every single match. I'm not doing that. So there is that. I can tell you that bright maps ain't going to work for bright colors that well because it's going to hide out the color too much. And in dark maps, certain colors are not going to work that well. The only one that I foresee, at least from a standpoint of seeing what they've shown, that would work, everything would work, is either white and red. That's it. If you change the colors of anything else, certain maps like purple or anything, it's going to blend in with the dark, like purplish blue maps. All those kind of maps, they would blend in the colors on the ground. So I'm not going to want to change it every single match. So yeah, I'll probably end up sticking with the basic that it's always been, or like white that goes everywhere. So all up to personal preference, but to me, I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of maps and, you know, stuff on maps, let's talk about the new lighting for Auto Haven coming. Let's talk about that. Nobody asked for that. Nobody did. Behavior, I don't know where the hell you're at or what game you're playing, but we do not need the lights turned up in every single map. I do not need it to feel like I'm playing The Condemned. Like I'm literally stuck on an island with a bunch of spotlights going down on me, running around in a box while I'm being chased by a killer. If that's the case, you might as well make literally the video game like the movie Condemned, where you're all putting us on an island and have to kill each other and whatnot. You might as well just do that at this point, because that's what it's starting to look like in a way here. Like I say it live too, I'm like, it looks like there's a spotlights down on us, and we're all running in an area where we're trying to get out from this killer. Like that's what it's starting to look like. Back in the day, it never looked like that. It was dark. Like there was nothing like that. Lights were scarce. You couldn't see past the cornfield. The cornfield was dark. There was no light cornfields. There was no light maps. It was always dark. Well, that's not a thing today. It's definitely not a thing today. I'm sure there's people out there, just like me, who wish those old dark maps would come back. I'm sure there is. Now, let's talk about the anti-everythings. Anti-tunnel, anti-slug, anti-this, anti-that, anti. Let's talk about anti. Anti-slug. It will take 20 seconds to fill the bar, and it will be up to 33% faster for each survivor on the ground. The longer you stay on the ground, the faster your crawling speed. You can't recover, though, while you crawl. Okay. I don't see a bad thing about that. It's alright. You know, the hooks have that. After completing a unique hook, the same survivor is not hooked consecutively. Killers get the following benefits. Bloodlust for 15 seconds. The effect is lost if the killer uses power or he starts chasing. You get like a blood point bonus. Okay, cool. And then the anti-tunneling. The unhooked survivors, you gain haste, endurance, and elusive status effects. They can also see the killer's aurora for 10 seconds. They for 32 meters anyway. They lose some of these effects in the end game or when performing like conspicuous actions and whatever else, that kind of thing. This all seems good on paper. It all seems alright. I don't really have anything bad to say about this yet. I need to see how people play. That will that will pretty much get my opinion more out there. I need to see how people play. On paper, that's nice. But what people do in a game compared to paper is two different things. People in a game will strategize and they'll figure out what we can do to make it get past certain elements of the game that you put in mechanic-wise. Once people find that out, they find the loopholes, then it becomes a problem. Because this person tells this person tells that person, and then the millions know the next day. And that is where your problem will lie. So, Is there loopholes in any of this that's being said about this anti-tunnel, anti-everything? You know, anti-slug, is there loopholes? Could you find loopholes in what they're saying? Is there perks that can be stacked onto each other to make it more easier and whatnot? That's what we're waiting to see. And we're going to find out. Believe me, somebody will find out. And that is what we're waiting to see. What's going to happen at the end of the day? Are they going to find the loopholes? Are they going to be able to stack certain perks to be able to do certain things better? Be able to get away from the killer easier? To pretty much, you know, stiff the killer. To be able to get out of certain situations faster. We're going to find all that out. Or does the killer find a way to get around the anti-everything with certain perks equipped, you know, that don't interact right with the game's mechanics? We're going to figure all that out, because there's people who do that on the daily. They'll do it. We'll know about it. So, it is a 50-50 situation when it comes to all that. It literally is. That's why I literally sit and watch. Everything you hear here, like, on the channel is 100% ironclad. That's what's happening. I don't say nothing that's a maybes or anything like that. It's all ironclad. That's why the Trickster was talked about. And, Skull Merchant was talked about. They're not done. That stuff is not done. The Skull Merchant will go in there and she's being messed with. There's a whole bunch of new stuff going on with her, but they're not done with her. People are going to play her. They're going to get used to her. They're going to mess around and everything, find all the problems with her and whatnot, and they're going to either nerf her or buff a bunch of stuff. So nothing is what they said on the stream is not what you're going to see in the game. That's going to be all changed. That it always happens. It always happens. You're going to go into PTB, they're going to find all the problems with everything, and then they're going to fix it for release. So everything's going to change again. So I'm not going to say nothing about the Skull Merchant right now until I know Ironclad. These are the patch notes for release on the game. This is it. Then we'll have a discussion about that one. So that's pretty much how it goes with me. I'm not going to talk about stuff that isn't for sure, because it's just literally a waste of me and your time, because it's just going to change anyway. But that is it. That's all I got for you guys today. You got that so-called double blood points. I don't call that double. I don't call that anything. That's every day I log in the game. Look at down the bottom right. 1.50. Every day I log in the game, it's that for Survivor, because, you know, they always need survivors. Every day it's that. And that's what it is right now up in the top corner. So if you go up there in the top corner, 1.5. So you get 3 times, well, hopefully, we can pray, right? 3 times your blood points for Survivor. That's Survivor, by the way. Let's go to Killer. Oh, wait, never mind. We lost that now. We lost that, ladies and gentlemen. I take that back. It was 3 times. Now we're sitting at Survivor. Wait for it to load. Here we go. Come on. Oh, nope. It's back to 1 point. Let's try over here. This is what I'm more interested in. Does it stay for Killer? Hopefully it does. If it does, I'll be actually a little bit happy. Yes, it does. Now I'm a little bit happy. Well, normally it's 1.5 playing Survivor, but it's nothing playing Killer. So, that is a positive. We're happy about that. Thank God. I thought we were all being screwed out again. But that is it for me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell, the like, all that good jazz. I play Dead by Daylight most mornings during the week. Like tomorrow morning, I'll be doing it again. Yeah. And, we'll see what happens with this PTB. We'll see what happens. We're obviously definitely going to see what happens, too, with the 2v8 next week as well. But we'll be talking about more of that next week on the next Tuesday update. And we'll see what all goes down and what happens and the changes that come and everything, because you're going to see a flood of new stuff for November. So get ready, get prepared. But that's it for me. You all have a good rest of your day, and I am out of here.